Alrighty, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I want to dive into a quick Sag reading this morning. So let's get some dice, start us out with what's going on. Sagittarius, what's the vibe from the Sagittarius tribe? The highest teams of love and light. Ooh. Okay, one of them fell on the ground. What is that? Can't see. I think that's Virgo. Okay, let me re-roll it here. Aquarius in the future position. So we have number 5 here. So there could be a new start in love or creativity or operating from your soul or just happiness, joy, romance, pleasure, play, fun, everything that the 5th house rules. Leo energy here. Aquarius energy. This could be maybe somebody with Aquarius placements, something unique, innovative, groundbreaking, something unexpected, something divinely guided. Could also be somebody with Aquarius placements. So we have the polarity there between the Aquarius and the Leo. They're on the same axis, right? We have, not Scorpio, Saturn again. This came out in yesterday's reading again not in the super same position. So that's interesting. That's more so in the past position now. So you could be moving beyond something with divine timing, or this could be like a new sense of maturity, or you could be grounding something down into reality. We have the 12th house in the past. This could be isolation. This could be letting go of things. This can be spirituality. We have the number 6 here. So maybe you had to let go of something. This is also on the same axis, right? Virgo versus Pisces. So there could have been some kind of something about bad equal give and take situations that were not working, maybe that could be changed, or that you could have had to let go, or maybe see a spiritual perspective on. But let's get some more messages. Interesting reading. I hear a crow. Okay, Sagittarius. It's not like there's a bunch of crows around me, so that's interesting. Sagittarius, what is your messages today from the highest teams of love and light, angel, Michael, guardians, and guides? I think you're letting go of a lot of things. Like you could be working with smoky quartz. I feel really drawn to this for some reason. So there could be something about letting go of something or someone, or just like being in flow in general, purging. Anything else for Sag? Messages from Angel Michael, Raphael, any other spirits and ancestors from the highest teams of love and light and deities that work with you. So there could be a fire sign in the future position, or you could be getting more fired up in the future position. Pregnancy, okay. Be careful if you don't want children, I want to say. But there could just be like a lot of new births and creations in regards to like maybe something unexpected with Aquarius energy there, or your networks, organizations. This could also be potentially like something to do with the internet. Don't take it if it doesn't apply. In the past you could have been very closed off with your heart, or that could have been something that was making problems with your give and take dynamics, it looks like, in the past. Or maybe a sense of isolation, Mercury retrograde reverse, so maybe something's clearing up for you, right? Okay, something could be getting more direct. Yeah, definitely something about reciprocity in the past. Vacation, maybe you had to like leave something behind. It could also be, you might be like traveling or taking vacation from work, or there could be a change in work. I don't know, maybe you've let go of it one job, right, to go towards something else. Maybe you literally let go of a job to move towards what looks to be new love. I mean, pregnancy card came out again, so definitely a lot of fertility here. Sagittarius, people in placements. Yeah, occupation reverse. Somebody could have like changed their job, lost a job, is going through some changes. Thief reverse. So maybe if somebody's been like taking from you, or if there was something that was taking from you in general, that could be ending. Whether it was just something like stealing time and energy, whether this is like an entity or a fear or a literal person in your life. But that could be changing. Or maybe there was like a job that wasn't paying you enough anyways, is how I can also read this, right? So maybe there's a confirmation knock on that. So maybe there's something here about like moving away from jobs or opportunities. It's like you're being pushed into higher levels, like you kind of have to, right? So I don't know, that's kind of the vibes. House sideways, somebody here could be moving or traveling or considering a house change. Coffin sideways. Imprisonment sideways, so somebody's coming out of imprisonment. Wealthy man. There could be unexpected income coming, okay? Especially if there was some kind of wealth lost, I want to say. There could be a message, privileged lady here, expectation. Anything else? Oh. Someone could miss you. Somebody might want to give you a gift or something, or like extend some kind of, especially if there's somebody you broke up with, courtship reversed. So let's go ahead and get some tarot. Actually, I feel drawn to this deck. Oh, there's a message in here. I didn't even notice. Ask divine when confused. So maybe something has been confusing you. We do have Pisces energy in the past. That can definitely be confusion energy. Let me go ahead and pull some extra cards. Messages for Sagittarius from Angel Michael, guardians and guides, ancestors, angels of the highest timelines. So I see you dropping a lot of burdens, or somebody could be doing this in relation to you. There could also be a new beginning for you if you're a woman here. I see you like privately moving beyond some kind of heartbreak or heartache. You could be doing this spiritually, or you could be seeing a spiritual perspective with the 12th house and the high priestess. This is strong Pisces energy here, letting go, shedding, releasing, purging, subconscious things. There could be also like there could have been something spiritual that was like harming you or not allowing you to like move towards healthy love. I think that you could also be fixing. It looks like so. Yeah, do you see a Taurus or a new commitment? Maybe Gemini in the future position. This could be somebody you broke up with, or there was just some like imbalanced love connection here. Sagittarius, Nine of Pentacles, and Four of Swords sideways. So I see you being very strong. You could have a lot of strength here. Interesting. I see you kind of being emotionally detached, focused on the bag with strength and the Nine of Pentacles, or maybe somebody else was doing this, but Ace of Swords sideways. This could be a Gemini or somebody who don't want to talk to you. Anything else for Sag? Queen of Pentacles in the future position. I feel like you're really focused on the bag. Yeah, something was definitely unreciprocal in the past. So this could even be a work situation. This could be like everything in your life, all dynamics across the board, right? Like if you don't have good self-esteem, then people are not going to be giving to you because you're not going to be expecting it or receive. You're going to settle for like not being given to, right? So anywho, yeah, somebody has a lot of emotions for you. So let's go ahead and get some. There could be like a new opportunity in love, Sag. Hearing flower power. We have a cowboy. We have a key. We have a heart reverse in the past position. We have an angel in the reverse, or maybe it's upright, I don't know. A starfish, a music note. Anything else for Sag? A crown and an RX. So maybe somebody's like putting the crown back on their head, or somebody could be going through some kind of health issues or solving something here, fixing something. Let's get some tea leaf. Sagittarius, keep this moving. I don't have too much time. Coins. Money will be coming to you in the future position. New job or career. Right on my hand. Okay. You could have moved beyond something. It took time with the elephant here. This was some kind of maturity or something, maybe you matured through a process or something. That's why we have Saturn in the past position. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Love reversed. So if there was like a lack of love or people weren't showing you that love, it looks like you're moving beyond it. So there could be a new start of something. Crib came out. So that's about babies, right? Like new births, adventures, new creations, enterprises, even romance, joy, happiness, right? That's right there. Taking a vacation. So vacation came out twice. So that's interesting. Maybe you took a vacation in the past, or I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you're not getting recognition or something like that in the past where you weren't. This could be in your work. Anything else for Sag? Or Virgo could be relevant. Sagittarius, people in placements. There's something exciting. You might not like see this. It might be a surprise. Good advice from a wise person. Okay. Okay, I hope the mic's still in a good spot. Let's continue. All right, I'm going to pull one of these. Sagittarius, what's your advice from Angel Michael? Also, if this is not like an old connection, this could be a new connection. It just means that there's some kind of change I was seeing maybe in your relationship status or in relationships in general. Okay, let's see. Angel. So very protected here. What's that about? But I do see something about like somebody wants to reciprocate with you emotionally, and this could be somebody from the past, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be somebody from work. But I see a King of Swords here, so... All right, so whatever it is, it's someone in your social network, maybe with the swords there. This could be an air sign, a candle in the past. Maybe something's like lighting your way. Sagittarius, people in placements. A waterfall, okay. Keep seeing that a lot in the readings. 15, I think that is, okay. Seashore, 18 was showing itself. Moment of justice, okay, that makes sense. Maybe somebody was like stuck in their head about you as well, I want to say, or you were stuck in your head about somebody. Let's get some past life cards. Sagittarius, any messages? Raccoons could be relevant. This could be something about your mother's side of the family, or like learning about how to mother yourself or your emotional dynamics. Sag. Angels again. Anything else? Sagittarius. I almost wanted to say love reading. That was strange. Maybe you want to check out the collective love reading. I just did it last night, but let's jump into some juicy messages. There could be somebody who wants to talk to you with scribe and writer or Gemini energy. Somebody could love your uniqueness, or they might tell you that or profess that. Anything else for Sag? Oops. Oh, there it is. Move through discomfort. So just no transits pass, right? So anything else for Sag? Or maybe keep the energy moving. If there is any discomforting energy, I think you could have done that in the past. Maybe you were testing if someone was genuine or not, or maybe somebody wasn't in the past. Sagittarius, get some extra messages. a second. Angel Michael, guardians and guides, ancestors and deities of the highest timelines, most valuable messages for Sagittarius. Good Lord. Okay. All right. So it says, tried to hinder and take from you, but you became better. So this could be like something to do with like people who don't care for you emotionally, or maybe this was something learned from your family. Study Hindu writing. So maybe you're into like the Bhagavad Gita or something like that. Peter Balland. So actually, he's a great YouTuber. I think if this is the guy I'm thinking about, this is the guy who talks about books he's read. So yeah, you might want to like maybe learn something about spirituality, or maybe you did. Trying to make their problems your problems. So this could be like taking on other people's emotional responsibilities. Maybe you were too empathic in the past, so that could be something that you're learning. You are the author, so rewriting your narrative, your life, your reality. 5D spiritual connection. So maybe you're going or being led towards some kind of like new beginning with a 5D spiritual connection, maybe. They want what you have, not what you give them. Will end you to take it. So yeah, I don't know. Take that as you see fit. A lot of these are kind of toxic, but maybe there was somebody who was really coming in between you and your happiness. Be choosy and selective. So standards, selective. Wanted to make you insecure. I don't think it's working, so that's great. Sorry, let me just confirmation honk on that though. Let's see. We have you can naturally bend energy, transmuting. So if you're this Queen of Cups, or you could be somebody, you could associate yourself with the Queen of Cups, maybe this Queen of Pentacles, or there could be something about, you might have water sign placements or intuitive abilities. But yeah, you can definitely naturally bend energy. So do it, right? Like Reiki. You can call upon justice. You can do return to senders. You can amplify energy. There's so many different energy techniques you can do. You can inhale golden white light from heaven, whatever you want to do. Attracting people on your frequency. So that's interesting. So there is something here about a 5D spiritual connection, it looks like. Make the choice to walk away. Sideways. Maybe somebody's deciding if they want to walk away, if they don't. So it's kind of sideways. So I'm going to have to pull some extra messages. Or maybe that's, part of this exciting event. I feel like if you did walk away, someone would be quite unhappy. I don't know if that's like the best thing. Well, tell me more if you decide to stay or walk away. I don't know what this is really talking about, but the Lovers. 9 of Cups. There's something about your personal happiness at the end of the day with Gemini energy here, so I'm not really sure what that's trying to say, but let's get some extra last juicy messages because we can. Oops, sorry if I hit the mic. Michael, guardians and guides, ancestors and deities, the highest timelines. About protecting yourself could be relevant, Sagittarius. I mean, even if you do have a 5D spiritual connection, you should still know boundaries. So, somebody could have been trying to wear your identity like a coat or stealing your energy. End the season energetically. Let go of the energy. Be grateful for your strength and / transformation. I do see strength here in the present or future energy. So, end the season energetically. Whether this is like a way of interacting with people in general, whether this is literal places, jobs, people, relationships, things like that. You could be just like closing out certain like dynamics that are playing out in your reality. So you are the author, right? So, and it says read the fine print here. Okay, interesting. We have clear out energies you don't want to connect to. Okay. And so maybe you were doing that because it's kind of my past position. Spirit never leaves anyone. So we love that. Growing into your potential. Took advantage of your kindness. Don't be derailed. It's kind of sideways. Take it as you see. Poor childhood, or maybe somebody came here from a rich childhood. I'm not sure. Someone wants what you have. Look out. You are a game changer archetype. And keeping their envy secret. So be careful of that. This could be somebody in your work, or this could be like hidden to you, because 12th house could mean like hidden enemies, right? This could be somebody at work though, or just somebody who was like not giving equally. So be generous to yourself, or somebody you did work with. They hate because intimidated. Try to turn an earth angel dark / work for them. Okay, be choosy and selective. We saw that. Back away slowly. They want what you have, right? We already saw that. Loser trying to insult the cool kid. So this is a fucking loser. They're just insecure. Tries to put negative things onto you. So yeah, spiritual protection here. Okay. So maybe you're calling upon spiritual protection, returning to sender. That's the best kind of energy work, in my humble opinion. Inhale all your energy back to you. Say, upon the exhale, I release all energy that's not mine back to its rightful sender. and release it out of your auric field and imagine as you're exhaling your breath that it's moving out and away from you. Try to take your money. Somebody could have been trying to take your money or control it. Better to love and loss than to have never loved at all. So maybe that's something for you. Getting older is an honor. Okay. And we have don't lower your guard. So this could be about needing to put your happiness first. We did see the Nine of Cups here. That was part of your kind of understanding of that. Don't give people space to be up in your energy. Yeah. Rewrite your narrative. So again, something about authoring, rewriting. You could be a writer, something about scribe, writing. Somebody might want to write to you, or you could be journaling, or whatever you say you might find, or whatever you write will come true. Or this could be like robotic affirmations as well. It's a great way to bend energy as well. You just state what you want, like how it's going to go. You can search that up, I'm sure. Wants to find something to expose you for. So this is someone idiot. They talk shit about everyone, yeah. Okay, because we're insecure, right? Losers. Loser does as loser does. They lied that they didn't love you. So maybe somebody wants to return or something like that. Maybe somebody didn't walk away. Maybe they never treated you with the love. I heard contempt. This person could have been somebody who's very like emotionally immature. So it's like when they actually like somebody, they become abusive. Like this person could have like bad moon aspects or something about their mother, or there's something about like bad moon aspects. In a man's chart, that will mean that the way he interacts emotionally will be like really bad. Like if you see a man with like a square to Pluto or something intense, those are deadly aspects in an unintegrated man. That's deadly shit. We're talking about deadly energy. This is like serial killer aspects. I'm just saying. This could be like possession. This can be envy. This can be jealousy on the lower energies. And a lot of these men don't know astrology, so they don't even know how to channel into a higher avenue of growth or work. Let's say you had a lot of Scorpio placements. Maybe you're good at like accounting. Maybe you do death as a part of your career. So that's a great way to like channel the energy, right? Like maybe you're a soldier or something like that. But like in the home life, you better be careful. Is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, waiting for the green light. So maybe somebody's waiting for the green light from you, or you're waiting for the green light. I'm not sure. But let's get some extra last messages. Or this could be like a really deep lover, but if they're not showing that energy in that way, it's gonna come out in the weirdest ways, right? Because the energy's still there in the birth chart. It's still there in that person's life somewhere. Sagittarius. It's like some people with Algol placements, or like Taurus. There's a certain degree of Taurus that's like associated with Algol, the demon star. It's like if they're not integrating, a lot of those people will have double personalities. Like I think Claire and Octi made a video about that, where they'll be like, in the daylight, they'll be like the greatest husband ever. In the nighttime, serial killer 101, picking up random dudes on the side of the road because they have you know what I mean? Like it's just weird. So I'm not saying weird like to be LGBTQ, but it is weird to like be married and doing that. So anything else for Sag? Oh, okay. Anything else? Fortune and so luck and right timing, obstacles reversed. You could be overcoming something, and the courage to step into life. Perfect storm. So, somebody could be going through like an ego sublimation, connectivity reversed, or maybe I don't know, lost compass. Maybe this person's getting back to integrity. I don't know. Let's get some last angel messages. Sagittarius. God is your source. So that's great. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God. So talking to God constantly can help you as well. That's spiritual protection here, right? Making your prayers, asking Angel Michael and Raphael to support you, asking for whatever you want in the first prayer of the morning. You can say, I want a beautiful day, I want to be protected, etc. Release resentments about money. Interesting. And I think I'll pull some last juicy messages here. Something about carefulness or something, Sag. Oops. That's a lot of messages. Okay. What do we have? We have on to the next and better. So whether this dynamic is taking a new thing, or this could be like new things in your life that you're on to the next about to. Okay, let me just see, drop this on the ground. It says, devil wants to distract you from your purpose. Ignore and take back. So interesting. Your sole purpose is to discover your gifts and powers. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have... They were holding you up. So somebody could have been trying to hold you up or hold you back to like use you, take from you, or take you on a joyride or something like that. Last messages for Sagittarius today. Shadow sideways. Maybe this is some kind of shadow work you're working on, coming into your power. Billionaire on the other side of the deck. Okay, Sagittarius. Make a wish. Okay. Maybe somebody was trying to like stop your wishes or like throw bad juju. It looks like you're ascending. Okay, Sagittarius. Find an oracle. So listening to pick a card readings could be good, or other readers as well. Blissed out. So, and you're working on like, it looks like a sense of like self-worth or confidence here, with body work here. I'm just going to see if I have any last messages from this deck here. Sagittarius, and then I have to close it out. Beatitude of Sacred Rapture, 29. And a pauses. So there could have been definitely a pause. Okay, let's go ahead and read a little bit of that. And it's 29. Somebody here could be 29. 29. Let your true self be seen. Search for the deeper spiritual purpose and opportunity for healing beneath conflict and suffering. If you have been in pain, the oracle brings a message of joyful breakthrough. Your soul is growing stronger, more able to have faith and wisdom than in judgment or doubt. So this could be the devil energy, right? Like those fears, those loops, those patterns, those cycles. This could be for you or somebody else, because I'm seeing the Eight of Swords sideways in the future position. This means exiting out of a repetitive pattern or behavior. It's keeping yourself back or holding yourself back, right? Commit to your spiritual path and know you're making progress, even if things seem more difficult for a time. Know that any such difficulties are part of healing and that you will successfully move through it. Trust yourself. So that's great. You could be alchemizing something. So to feel that you are fully seen, loved, and recognized for who you are honors your true self. To be witnessed in such a state, truly be held in all your uniqueness, quirkiness, vulnerability, and strength is deeply empowering. This is how Spirit sees you. So when you connect with Spirit, you learn to love yourself and others unconditionally and become generous with forgiveness. You're also less likely to be hoodwinked by ego. You start to see yourself and others at the soul level. When we are beheld, the need to behold arises. We need to bear witness to the sacred, to acknowledge what is true, which means cutting through fog of illusion, deception, confusion with the clarifying knife of higher perception. There is a quantum power in pure vision. It empowers the viewer and also that which is viewed. Seeing, and there is something here about, it's not like the slit theory. It's not even a theory. It's literally like, if you, as you see it, it is formed. So what you see actually informs what you were seeing, if that makes sense. Like, anyways, seeing from a position of inner spiritual truth, we look below the surface, which has alchemical potency to set healing in motion. What vision of yourself or others do you either cling to or free yourself from? So maybe in the past somebody was like throwing bad juju at you, and maybe they're like not doing that anymore. Maybe that's the dynamic that's changing. I don't know. Or maybe you're not allowing them to infiltrate or have, like, you're not picking up on their projections, you're returning it to sender. How might your choice be either encourage or impede soul awakening? When life is tough, you can admire the courage it takes to grow. There is a compliment inherent in being allotted life's challenges. If something big has shown up on someone's path, the universe is basically saying they're enough of a spiritual badass to deal with it. It's the voice of divine confidence, and every challenge obviously leads to wealth if you understand anything about energy. His challenges are potent energies. If you or another are battling something, you can choose to feel awe and respect rather than fear or despair. Rapture is a state of intensely pleasurable joy that lifts one into communion with the sublime and the sacred. It is not only a personal experience, but also a transfusion of divine delight into the collective soul of humanity. This is the kind of joy that is generous, soulful, without reason or agenda, and delightfully contagious. It's a wake-up call. It shifts any stubborn clinging to negativity. It refreshes the soul and nourishes the heart. It reminds us everything's okay. Rapture is the astonishment, the sudden intake of breath in response to inner realization of something beautiful and beyond description. It tears us out of misery and despair and plugs us into the electrical current of enlightenment. I did see something unexpected or like a surprise, because we have gong here, an exciting event in the future position. So there might be some kind of shock, right? Uranus can mean like shocks, lightning, quick changes, right? Things that break us out of the paradigms of maybe the past, right? Because it supersedes Capricorn energy, right? So, which can be the devil himself, fears, repetitive loops and patterns, not willing to move beyond, old structures, you know what I mean, to create new ones, right? So let's see. It tears us out of our misery, etc. The darkness is cleared in an instant. The beatitude is a blessing, the highest blessing. The oracle of beatitude of sacred rapture brings guidance that the beautiful healing truth of spirit is your reality. All else is a nightmarish misuse of imagination by the ego. So that's why, you choose what energy you create reality. When you sense spirit is at work in your life, totally trustworthy and having your back, you see clearly. When your hopeful heart feels empowered, you're in zone of truth, right? Because you're moving with faith, moving with God. Trust in these moments. Recall them when you can. Count all positive moments and wins, no matter how inconsequential they seem or may appear, right? Because everything is actually a blessing from God. So be grateful, make your prayers. Every one of them is a precious drop of divine nectar nourishing your heart. Allow yourself to see and be seen. Remember that even in the trials, tremors, and tribulations of human life, you're a radiant soul who is growing ever more luminous through the wisdom, compassion, and strength distilled by those experiences. So maybe there is, look for the light beneath all phenomena, and you shall know peace and love is with all always. Yeah, so that's beautiful. 15. I'm going to end it there. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Good luck. Take care. Enjoy your day.